All right, so let's get into building your ideal customer or target audience, okay? So y'all know I'm old school. Let's sit down with some pen and paper, some pencil and paper. You know, maybe you're an iPad girl and you want to do this on your iPad. But I think that in our business, it's so important for we can't just think about our ideal customer. We need to see it in front of us, okay? So here's some questions that I would love for you to put together. Maybe this will help you get a clearer picture of who you're going to be talking to. Understanding who you're talking to is so important. Okay. You don't want to be in your business and the only thing that you're putting out is what you think. What you think looks good, you know, what you assume looks good, what you assume people won't. No, you want to talk to the people, understand the people, and brainstorm about their perspective only. You have to look at your business not only from your perspective, but from your customer's perspective. Okay. So here are some things to think about. And one thing that I want to know here too is you sometimes your ideal customer or target audience isn't your past customers. Okay. Sometimes it's people that you haven't been able to get in the past because you weren't clear. Okay. All right. So age range. Who is your ideal customer? Are they young professionals? Are they established families? Are they active retirees? Okay. So let's say if I'm doing a fitness class, you know, am I going to be targeting I don't want to say older, but active, you know, retirees? Am I going to be targeting, you know, moms who are busy? Okay. I need to be able to say exactly who this is for. And we cannot be afraid to niche down. We cannot be afraid to say, hey, this isn't for you. If your business, if you heard that and say, oh, a fitness class, everybody can come to that. Kids, single mamas, old people, da da da. You're just going to be constantly throwing darts in the dark. Okay. Which one sounds better? I'm having a fitness class every Thursday, all ages welcome, no matter what. Or I say, hey, I'm having a fitness class every Thursday morning at 6 a.m. It's perfect for those retirees who want to get up early, have a great start to their day. It's really low impact and, you know, retiree friendly. It tells you exactly who it's for and who it's not for. If you're 20, you're going to look at that and say, no, thank you. That's what you want in your business. Some people should be looking at what you do and say, no, thank you. They just should. Okay. That means on the flip side, there's going to other people are going to look at it and say, oh my God, this is exactly for me. I'm gonna send it to my grandma and say, grandma, this is perfect for you. And then obviously the sign up is then a no-brainer. Okay. So age range, location. So where in the world or online does your ideal customer live? So you can consider where they stay. And these are things that you can get from your social media, you know, especially if you've been engaged on it for a while. Your occupation, their occupation and income. What type of work do they do for a living? You know, if you're serving someone who makes 30K, that's very different from serving someone who makes 200K. Those are two completely different audiences who expect different things and who are used to different things. Their perspective is very different based off that income and maybe their lifestyle and purchasing power. Okay. So I want you to really get clear about their income. So if you're targeting individuals that make a lot of money, but your experience is bare minimum. It's so bare minimum that you probably don't even have email automation set up. It's so bare minimum that they couldn't call and talk to you. It's so bare minimum that nothing about it is personalized. Anybody can sign up today, but you're targeting people who make a lot of money. It's probably not in alignment. Okay. So the income of the people that you're going after, you better make sure that the experience that you're providing is what they're used to. Because if they're used to signing up for stuff and if they're used to going to Chick-fil-A and you break out a McDonald's but slap a Chick-fil-A logo on the outside, you're only going to come through that drive-through one time and realize that this is not the same thing. This doesn't belong here. Okay. So I want you to really think about that for your business. You don't have to be luxury or target high ticket people in order for your business to be valuable. All right. All right. Okay. So your psychographics, their challenges and their pain points. We talk about this in another video. What keeps your customer up at night? This is something you've got to know. You've got to know what's keeping them up at night. Okay. If I am a, financial strategist, I understand that, and I help people budget. I understand that this time of the year, my customer, it's summertime, kids just got out of school. My customer may be thinking about, man, my kids are going to be home during the day now. My grocery bill is going to be up another, $300-$400 a month. That's a stretch for me. Those are the type of things that are keeping her up at night. So what am I going to do? I'm going to do a live series on, how to fit, extra grocery budgets in, since school is out, for moms only. It's either exactly for me or not. So what's keeping your customer up at night? What specific problems does your product or service solve for them? I'll give another example. I'm just thinking about something that doesn't have to be so serious. But even if I think about if I was a DJ, right? People aren't necessarily sad thinking about me, but they may want, they may be tired of listening to the radio because, the radio play the same 5 songs. They play the most popular 5-7 songs, and they may be waking up in the morning and want to commute, and it's, some nice old school or some R&B music, or when they go to the gym in the morning, they may want a playlist or a mix that get them pumped up, excited. So that's a pain point for them. They want the experience of that live DJ mix just in their car or just at the gym in their AirPods. Okay. What are your customers' goals or aspirations? What are their biggest desires? And how does you offering help them achieve those goals? Okay. So again, if I even go back to my business of being a DJ, right? Their big desire, well, if they're going to book me, their desire is going to be that everybody has a great time at their party. They want people talking about their party. They want people dancing. They want people recording TikToks and Snapchats and all of that. So I put that in my marketing. I say, do you want people literally got their phones out, can't stop recording, having a good time, telling everybody about your party? Well, if that's the case, I'm the DJ for you. Okay, so understand what's the outcome that they want. You have to know this. Even if I sold clothing, I know she wants to put this outfit on, and regardless of her body, she wants to feel beautiful. She wants to feel like she looks good. She wants to feel ready to pose for her pic and post it. I want to be able to talk to that part of her. Okay, so your customers' values and beliefs. What's important to them? Is your customer like family oriented? Are they into personal growth? Are they into motivational speaking? Are they into saving the planet? Are they into, what are they into? Outside of just like your business, what are they into? Okay. This is how you know how to post content that's relatable to them. Okay. Their interests and hobbies. What do they do in their free time? Okay. So if you know that your customer actually likes to read, then maybe you can start sharing that with your audience, the books that you're reading too. And that can be a part of your thing. Who knows? Okay. What are they into? And if you don't know, ask them. It's okay. You won't look stupid for asking. You can't know every single thing about them. It's just unrealistic expectations you're putting on yourself. Okay. Media consumption. Okay. Where does your ideal customer get their information? Are they social media butterflies? Do they read blogs, or do they watch the news? Okay. So you have to know where they're spending their time. Okay. So if I'm targeting those retirees for this step class, probably don't want to put that on TikTok. Probably going to be on Facebook. Okay. So where are they hanging out? Understanding their behavior. How does your ideal customer typically make purchases? This is so good. Do they shop online, or do they prefer in person? Are they tech savvy? So how comfortable are they with technology? Okay. All of this stuff goes into the experience that you create for them. What brands does your ideal customer already use or admire? This is so good. So if I am a coach, I want to go and look at where my customers, like, what other coaches pages are they following? Are they engaged with them? What type of questions are they asking? What type of content are they liking the best? Okay. So go and see who they're loyal to right now to give you some insight. What's their decision making style? Are they an impulsive buyer or do they research thoroughly before making a purchase? So if I go back to my services as a DJ, I know if somebody's planning their wedding and booking a DJ, that's not an impulse buy, right? They're looking at different DJs, they're looking at videos, they're looking at pricing, they're making sure it fits in their budget and their schedule. That's a big decision. So I want to make sure that my experience is in alignment with that. So that means after they have a consultation, I'm going to be blasting them with emails every day, talking about why we're the best wedding DJ and they can't go wrong picking us because of X, Y, and Z. I understand that this is a big decision, so I want to be in alignment with that, okay? What's their communication style? How does your ideal customer prefer to receive information? Do they like emails, text messages, social media updates? Okay. So if you're going after corporate clients, then spending your time on TikTok and Instagram is probably going to be worthless, right? They probably want blogs and newsletters and maybe even some videos, right? That they can enjoy long form video. Okay. And then, so their challenges in their life. This is such a big one because we know people buy with emotion. Okay. What is the end result? What are the challenges in their life? What specific obstacles or frustrations are they facing that your product or service directly addresses? Okay. What specific obstacles or frustrations are they facing that your product or service directly addresses? Can go as simple as to me selling this pen. Okay. If I know when you buy cheap Dollar Tree pens, it's bumpy, it go out fast, you have 5 of them in your purse, you don't use it for a week and the ink dried up, it ain't smooth, it smears. It's not a big deal. It's just a pen. But if I sell pens, it's a big deal. Okay. So it's a big deal in your world. You may say, well, in the grand scheme of things, that's not a big deal. But if you sell pens, yes, it is. Okay. So I want to address it in my market, my marketing. I want to say, hey, when you buy this Deb's blue pen, you can say goodbye to smearing. You can say goodbye to the ink drying out fast. And you can say goodbye to it never looking smooth. Just thinking about the challenges or questions or frustrations that they've had when it comes to products like this. Okay. What are some of the frustrations that they're having with other businesses that you solve? And if you're not thinking that way, then might want to start thinking about that, because it's about, again, it's not about you anymore. It's not about you. We don't want to go over your social media and all we see is you. We don't want to go on your website and all we see is you. It's not about you anymore. It's about the people. It's about the customers. It's how you can benefit us. People are watching how they spend money, okay? So a bonus tip here is to give your ideal customer a name and a face. So visualizing them can help you tailor your marketing messages and understand their perspective even better. Okay, so let's say, for example, if I say, hey, I'm going to create my ideal customer in my head and her name is Ava. So every time I make a social media post, I talk to Ava. When I send an email, I talk to Ava. When I, put out an educational piece of content, or I go live, or whatever I do, I'm going to think about Ava in my head. This allows me to stay focused on, and keep in mind, it's a million Avas out there. It's a million Avas, but I'm going to talk to her. That's going to help me attract people that are for me. And it's going to do something even better. Push away people that are not for me. People unfollowing you, people saying this isn't for me. That's a great sign. That's a great sign. Because the more that you move away from those people, you can move towards people who are actually in need of what you have, okay? So it's actually a good sign, okay? So by answering these questions, you're gaining a clear understanding of your ideal customer. And it's going to empower you to do more targeted marketing towards them, okay? So I hope this helps y'all with building your ideal customer.